The top 3 things that buyers ask for that most people don't think about. Number 1 is this: open to the second story in the living room with very big windows, allowing for a lot of natural light to come in. And then number 2 and number 3 is a game room with a media room off of that game room. Game room has so much versatility. You see a pool table here. I've seen people use this as a play area for kids. And then that media room with a theater experience inside your house. This home has all 3. Check it out. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Austin, Texas. Back with another model home walkthrough. Today we're going through the Palisade plan with Taylor Morrison. This plan is over 4,600 square feet when you include some of the structural upgrades that we will see in this model home. And as always, I'll do a review of that at the end of the video. This plan is anywhere from a 5-bed to a 5-bath. And it's a 2-story. It can be anywhere from a 3-car garage all the way up to a 4-car garage. And as you can tell by that front patio and this grand entrance, this plan is going to check a lot of boxes for people. I love the dining room when you first walk in on the left side, and that separate entrance to the kitchen, which we will see in a second. And then I love this grand entrance when you first walk in, open to the second story. 2 large light fixtures to really draw your eyes upward. And I love what Taylor Morrison does. I find, and I'll say it a couple times in this video, Taylor Morrison figures out what buyers want in the market right now, and they just keep providing it over and over again. It's probably why most of my videos are Taylor Morrison, some of these other builders that you might see. I won't rain on Taylor Morrison's parade and mention all those builders that do a great job with great floor plans, but I think Taylor Morrison's definitely up there. When we first walk in on the right side, there is an upgrade here that's called a Gen Suite. It's basically if you have somebody staying with you for a long period of time, you can change this area. As you see, there are double doors, so this can be enclosed and a private, and it basically allows for that sitting room that we just saw to be connected to this bedroom on the first floor. Now, if you did not do this upgrade, that sitting room would actually be a study that you could access from the hallway, and then this would just be a bedroom with an in-suite full bathroom. And you see the full bathroom here, so none of that's really going to change, but the Gen Suite just allows for a more private area for, again, somebody that's staying with you long-term on the first floor. So I often see a lot of buyers entertain this option if they have parents or somebody elderly that they don't want going up and down the steps to be staying here, and instead of having a study off of this bedroom, having that sitting room and kind of like a flex area for this person staying with you to use is something that Taylor Morrison offers. So that's going to be a structural upgrade. I will show you the floor plan at the end of this video so you have an idea of what's included currently in the base price of this home. It's probably the first thing I should have went when I first walked into this home is gone out to the main living area, which I try to do when it opens up so well here, because I think it's such a focal point of the home. This is where most homeowners will be spending the majority of their time in the house, is in the common areas. And when you have these huge transom windows, I believe there's a 20-foot tall ceilings. And some of the upgrades in here I love, like the fireplace aesthetic on the right side is great. Sliding glass doors on the left leading out to the patio is fantastic. And we'll first go to the owner's bedroom and owner's bathroom. As we walk in here and you saw the sliding door, I will mention model homes are often over upgraded beyond what most homeowners do in certain neighborhoods. So if ever exploring these areas, we can always get an average of what most homeowners will do, and also walk inventory homes to maybe get a better feel for a non-over upgraded home. But the floor plan is usually what you'll be getting. I believe they have an extension for the owner's suite here, so you might see that it's a little bit larger than normal. There is a bump out option for that owner's suite. For the owner's bathroom, they have an upgraded shower. So this would normally be a walk-in shower and a tub. So the walk-in shower would be a little bit smaller, but they have this super shower or upgraded owner's shower option that basically extends the space so much you don't even need a door on it, as you can tell. Really well done. I love that extended shower, especially if you're not a bathtub person. No need to have the bathtub then. Just take it out and do that upgrade. A lot of good options in here. I love the tile all the way into the owner's closet as well, and very large owner's closet. I would say, pretty typical when we see this type of square footage, over 4,600 square feet. And as a base model, by the way, this would be just over 4,200 square feet. But there is a media room option that is going to be shown in this model home on the second floor that we will go to. But as you can tell, lots of space here in the closet, and not going to be surprising here. Taylor Morrison does have a very good high-end product line, especially if you're looking at this in Austin, Texas. They have some great communities that people have been, for better or worse, bidding on. A lot of people have been very bitter about some of the bidding that happened here, but to be frank, it just happens when you have a very high-end builder like Taylor Morrison, or they have a good high-end product line that's just very desirable. This is going to be an example of that. This is a wine cellar, or maybe not a cellar, just more for like wine storage. This would normally just be a closet from my understanding, but you can upgrade it to be that wine storage area. And this would of course be the powder bathroom. So if you do the Gen Suite option or you don't, regardless, you have that second bedroom on the first floor, and rest assured your guests don't need to go through that bedroom, to access that bathroom. There's a powder. That door would be the access to the garage, and then there is a small desk area on the left side there. It's an interesting upgrade to have a desk there. Maybe if you just need a place to sit down while you're cooking with your laptop, perhaps a good space, or if you want to watch over your child as they do some classroom work, I guess that would be a good option to have. Looking at the kitchen, I love how this kitchen looks out to the back of the home. If you're putting in a pool, by the way, in the backyard, or really enjoy backyard space, I think it's a fantastic plan. I will show you a structural option where they have a pool bath option, which I'll get into details later. Good sized pantry there, I would say. Again, fairly standard for this amount of square footage, in the high 4,000s. And then here's a closer look at that foyer area for, if you're just getting in from the garage and you need to take off your shoes, and a second pantry as well. Really good stuff, by the way. That pantry, the two pantries, currently is not an upgrade. It would be included in the base price. And I love how this looks out to the backyard. So if you can imagine this, most model homes do not have a pool. They don't want that as a liability, especially when people are walking around and kids are walking around. That's the last thing that they want is a model home to have that. But if you can imagine through those sliding doors, like a beautiful pool, especially those infinity pools, and then your kitchen island kind of looks out to that area. This plan, I think, is fantastic for that. Also, Taylor Morrison offers a sapphire plan that does something very similar with the kitchen island looking out to the backyard. And then, wow, this video does not do it justice. Trust me, walk this floor plan in person. You'll see what I mean when you first walk into it. Just very tall ceilings, very open, lots of natural light coming in. And this is going to be that pool spa option. Actually, I want to take a look at this just so you have an idea while we're talking about backyard space. You might be asking yourself, what is a pool bath? I'll show you what I mean. We were just in the laundry room on this side, and as you can tell, they put some countertops in here, as well as, I believe, a sink. This would be the option for the pool bath, meaning if you're planning on putting a pool in the backyard, which, by the way, builders won't do, Taylor Morrison won't do, but there's plenty of third-party vendors that will do that after you close on your home. This is such a great option because it opens up to the backyard, and then, as you can tell, puts in a walk-in shower as well as a commode and sink. Perfect for if you're planning on putting in a pool, simply because if you don't and people need to access the bathroom, you have sometimes people coming in, sometimes kids just running through and they're still wet, and then it creates a lot of slippery floors. Or if you have hardwood, that hardwood will soak in that water unless you get to it very quickly and dry it up. So this is such a great option to have. And as you can tell, you still have a good amount of laundry space here where you could still put in countertops. Looks like they still have a sink option here, and plenty of room. Really good for if you're planning on putting a pool back here. And then while we're here, just want to show this is the outdoor living space where they have a fireplace, which you'll see in this model home, and a couple different options here depending on what you want in that backyard. Back to the video. Back to the model home walkthrough here, and I just wanted to take a quick look at this optional door. So that door on the left side says sales office. That would be an optional door to a 3-car tandem garage. So if you wanted another access to that garage, you could do that there. And we're going to head outside just to show you this patio option that I just mentioned previously that has that fireplace for the aesthetic. And hey, it does get cold sometimes in the winter. So if you become a Texan, which usually takes 2 to 3 years for it to happen, I promise you, you will get cold in the winter, even when it's just like 50 degrees. And if you're coming up, moving here from the north, you might not believe me, but trust me, I grew up in Pennsylvania for until I was about in my late 20s. And when I got here, it took a few years. I do get cold when it gets less than 50, sometimes less than 60 degrees. Don't laugh. If you move here, it will happen to you. I promise it. So coming back in, I don't like to spend too much time in the backyard. As I say with most model home walkthroughs, your backyard space is very dependent on the lot that you choose. We're going to head up to the second floor, which is one of my favorite parts of this plan. Still feels very open into the entrance of your home as well as down into the living room. And then I love that game room, media room option that I mentioned previously in the video. But first, let me show you one of the bedrooms here. So when you first walk in on the right side, we do have a spare bedroom that does have an in-suite bathroom. And anytime you don't see doors in these doorways, they do have doors. It's just for a model home. When there's a lot of people walking in and out, they just sometimes don't put doors in here, but obviously you would have that for every bedroom. And then for this specific bedroom, it does have an in-suite bathroom. This is a 5-bathroom. Currently, that is what they have included in their base price. It's also 5 bedrooms. For most model homes with Taylor Morrison, especially at this square footage, if they only have 4 bedrooms, there's usually an option to add a 5th bedroom and maybe add it to the second floor, or take out space in the garage for a 3-car tandem to go to a 2-car and then add another bedroom there. But for this plan, they just have it currently included in their base price. Here's a look at a second bedroom. And while we're going through this and looking at the closet, as well as another walkthrough in case you really like spare bedroom spaces on the second floor, I want to take this time to mention, if you've watched this far, feel free to like the video, and to support the channel, feel free to subscribe if you really like model home walkthroughs. This floor plan does have another in-suite bathroom. And it's hard to keep up with the amount of bathrooms that are in this floor plan. There are actually 2.5 full bathrooms downstairs and then 3 full bathrooms upstairs. And that's currently included in the base price of the home. So it's actually a 5.5 bathroom plan. Here's a quick look at that living room. And of course, if you do add that pool bath, that would add another full bathroom. So it'd actually be a 6.5 bathroom for this Palisade floor plan. Here is a look at that game room. And I always mention this. I think this is such a versatile area, and hence why I started off in the video. So many people, when they search new homes, they realize they really valued this space as well as a media room off of this game room. That media room is your chill room, as I say, where you can just sit down, watch something in your theater room, and you can really dress up a theater room or media room. A media room usually just means that there are no windows. And by the way, this is in Travisso, so I'm trying to give you a look at the hills. Not a really good window to do that, but I figured I would do that while here. But for media rooms, it usually just means there are no windows, so you can put in, usually pre-wire for a ceiling-mounted projector, so to project that image. Really nice not to have any windows, and then obviously you won't get any glare, of course, once you close these doors, because there are no windows in here. And they put a wraparound couch. You can put some really nice theater lounge chairs and put them in a row. And then oftentimes I see with builders, they'll have a step up. So your theater style chairs in the back are a little bit higher than the ones in the front. And I think this space is so underrated, or I should say it's starting to become so popular. I decided to take a seat on this chair to kind of give you a visual. Like imagine a ceiling mounted projector coming down and a movie playing and you have the popcorn going. I just think it's such a good upgrade to have. Again, that media room option is a structural upgrade that does add square footage, and hence why there's 4,600 square feet for this plan if you do that option. And by the way, I don't know if it's the exact square footage that gets you over 4,600 square feet. There are some bump outs that you can do that do add square footage to the plan. So I think they don't have the exact dimensions on the website for the media room, but maybe gets you around closer to like 4,500 square feet. It is something we can verify with the builders. Usually when you get closer to buying, we can start asking questions about dimensions, and sometimes these can change over time. So that's why some builders don't like to put that on their website. There was a look at the last bedroom on this second floor, as well as a full bathroom. And then of course a closet here. Let me show you the structural options that I didn't mention before. First off, here is that media room option, which as you can tell adds square footage. Fantastic upgrade, especially if you value that space or like a theater room or something like that off the game room. Really good stuff. Just some small different upgrades, like the countertops here. You know, these are things that they do ask for up front as a structural upgrade. And then in terms of the first floor, there's so many different things that go into this. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, 4-car garage. Really good sliding glass doors, as we see in here. Bay window option is always something that I recommend. There's even double doors to walk into your home at the front entrance, so really give you that grand entrance experience. Gourmet kitchen usually just means moving the microwave off of the stovetop as well as the oven, so it's more off to the side. Really nice for the aesthetics and keeping everything separate. And then here was that they're calling a multi-gen suite, or some people just say a gen suite, or second owner's bedroom on the first floor. Again, this is what the model home has. So this would normally be a study, but it just gives you a little bit more of a private area for what they're calling a suite, as well as a in-suite bathroom. But if you wanted a study, it does have a study included currently in the base price of the home with double doors, and then this would just be a bedroom. And it does have an in-suite bathroom, so it just makes the bedroom, I believe, a little bit smaller. Maybe not, it actually doesn't increase the size. It just feels bigger because I think this space is more open when you're walking through. What I love about Taylor Morrison, again, that optional pool bath is great, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they give things that buyers want. When I find buyers keep asking for something, all of a sudden Taylor Morrison includes it as offers it as a structural option. For example, prayer room. Prayer room is not something I see often with builders, but Taylor Morrison is constantly listening to what buyers want, and now that's something that they have added as an option. And then wine room, again, wine storage, really good stuff, really good touches here. Hope this helps. Back to the video. So that's going to be it for the Palisade plan with Taylor Morrison. If you've watched this far, give this video a like. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I do model home walkthroughs like this every single week. And then on Facebook, just like my Facebook page, and you will be notified when I do have videos that get posted. And of course, if you are looking at real estate in the Austin area, I'm a realtor here. My information's either in the description of this video, or just, again, go to my Facebook page and you can WhatsApp me or contact me on my cell there. And even if looking outside of Austin, let me know. I can always connect you with a high-level agent. And as always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.